Welcome to my tarot card reading for February 2016, Sagittarius. And this is Manu Tarot. Sagittarius, let's start immediately with your reading. We have here the opening of Shumare, Karma, and Changel. Notice that all of them are in an upside down position, which means that you are going to be in a lot of introspection, a lot of analysis, a lot of rumination. You're going to be thinking, analyzing, and reanalyzing the month of February. A lot of mental processes are going to be activated during this time. As you can see, all the tarot cards are in an upside down position. Because it's in an upside down position, the first thing that I'm going to say is that don't make the big mistake of thinking because it's in an upside down position, it is dramatic, something that is, oh, I'm going to die, or whatever you want to see it. Don't be so dramatic. And don't transfer that to me, okay? Don't do projections and transference to me. I'm just a messenger. If you were able to live 1,000 years, 10,000 years, 30,000 years or more, you will understand that life is all about ups and downs. Life is all about chaos. If you don't want to believe me, the formation of a star it's not like a very peaceful event. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of energy that is kind of chaotic, if we can use that word. Chaotic. I think that is in Hebrew is called Bautavu or Bahutavu or something like that. That is a lot of energy that is condensed there and is moving. And if you're a woman, you will understand me very well if you have natural labor. Okay, and that's what creation is all about. But we live like very short lives and we don't see it that way. And trust me, it is very scary when we see that the very same foundations of who we are, they start shaking, transforming before our eyes, because we don't know which direction we are going to take. And then we start thinking and we panic and we go here and we go there and we start running. But that's life. That's life. And so I just want you to have that very clear, because it's in an upside down position. Leave your transference, projections of all negative connotations someplace else, okay? Because that's what life is all about. If you don't have ups and downs, you have a flat line and you're dead. Keep that in mind, okay? And that's what the tarot cards are talking about. There is an energy that is emerging in your life, that is going to start emerging, that is going to start changing directions in your life, that things are going to start swirling and twirling and moving in a very different direction. And you might feel like it's kind of a hurricane if you're very dramatic, but it's a change, it's a shift in paradigm, it's a shift in perception that is going to start happening. You don't see it now, but that's what is happening here. We have here the Temperance, Jupiter, Sagittarius, the South Node, and the Four of Cups with Neptune, Cancer. And the Temperance, notice that the Temperance, the symbolism here has a snake, a cobra on the head. And snakes are related with wisdom and regeneration. It's all about regeneration. It's Shiva, the destroyer. And I really don't like to use the word destroyer. For me, it's the regenerator, because we see it during the autumn. The leaves fall, everything seems to be dying. But what is happening is that energy is going to be used to create something different, something new. And this is what the tarot cards are talking about. Now, if you want to be dramatic and negative, that's up to you. Not my problem. Okay? But this is what the tarot cards are talking about. We have here the Temperance. Look at it. It has a golden vessel and a silver vessel. This is all about the conscious and the unconscious. What Carl Gustav Jung is talking about, bringing forward that energy that is in the unconscious, bringing it forward to the conscious, unconscious to the conscious, and vice versa, is a cycle, a regeneration cycle that is happening. And like Carl Gustav Jung said, when we don't deal with something, it's going to come towards us in a very chaotic energy, so we can deal with it. And that's what the tarot cards are talking about. We have Neptune Cancer here. And Neptune, one of the qualities of Neptune is that it brings confusion, but at the same time is kind of an epiphany, because what it does, it brings down walls, it brings down obstacles, it brings down that fog that is in our mind. The only problem is that when a veil is dropped, the light hurts our eyes, and we are not capable to see and understand things. And it's going to take us a while to adjust to the light and start seeing things properly as what they are. And that's what the tarot cards are warning us. Look at it. We have here St. Nicholas, the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. Again, the mind, Neptune, the mind, introspection in the beginning. They've been warning us that there's going to be a lot of thinking, a lot of analysis, and perhaps even brooding for some people. Okay, and there's going to be a lot of thinking, a lot of mental processes are going to be activated. But what the tarot cards are saying that is that these new airs are pushing us into a different direction. Okay, perhaps you want to go north, but life is pushing you south. Perhaps you want to go east, and life is pushing you west. Okay, so it's all about it could be that life wants you to move into a different direction, or perhaps you want to move into a different direction, and there's a big difference. But when we look at St. Nicholas, he resurrected the 3 kids, and now is in an upside down position, letting us know that it's not resurrected. It could mean that you might be heading into a dead end. You might be heading into something that is not going to work, something that is counterproductive. And they are warning you. They're letting you know, be careful, because you might be a little bit confused. You might be not totally there. Not because you're crazy, but because you probably are experiencing so many things that you cannot even see what is right in front of you, figuratively speaking. And that's why we have the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the 10 of Staff, which is signaling that you are going to get rid of something, or life is going to force you to get rid of something. The 10 of Staff. We have the 5 of Swords, letting us know that you might feel a little bit down, but not down in the sense of being depressed. Some people might feel that way, but it's when you feel like you fail, that you didn't win, like you didn't win the lottery, and you might feel defeated. Okay, whatever happened in January, whatever happened in 2015, it has been making you feel that you fail, or that you are defeated, or that's probably during the month of February, that's how you're going to feel. But the tarot cards are saying that, especially the 7 of Swords, that you really need advice. You need professional advice, and that's something that I always tell. Professional advice before you act, before you do anything. You're going to get rid of something, and highly probably you will need professional advice. In other words, you probably don't want to get divorced, but life is pushing you into that direction. But before acting or reacting, you should look for professional advice. Look, analyze, try to understand things. But the thing is that you are going to get rid of something, or life is going to push you into getting rid of something, but you need professional help. And probably you're going to be forced to look for professional help. Not necessarily is a divorce. You might be feeling very depressed lately, for whatever reason. And it's been said that depression is a sign of big changes happening in an unconscious level. But it's up to you if you want to face the monsters, if you want to face the minotaur in the labyrinth. Okay, this is a lot of symbolism here, and I could spend years talking about all this meaning. But the thing is that the tarot cards, what they're telling you is, my dear Sagittarius, is that you have to face something in your life. You cannot keep postponing it. Okay? And you need help. You cannot do it all by yourself, in other words. Okay? You might feel defeated, and I'm going to repeat myself. You might feel a little bit down, depressed, defeated, because probably that's not what you want. And perhaps it's probably the only way out. Okay? And that's more or less what I have for you, my dear Sagittarius, for February 2016. If you're looking for divine intervention, you can use Saint Barbara, you can use Saint George, you can use Saint Norbert, you can use Saint Bartholomew, or whatever it's pronounced, to help you through this time, so you can deal with it in a proper way, or whichever way you want to call it. Okay? And that's all I have for you, my dear Sagittarius, for February 2016.